everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright series, episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, where a lot of shit's happening, and we have 3D now. Let's go. We can flip a bitch. Ah, Jesus! Fuck! I'm sorry, I got jump scared by Edgeworth. Oh my god, I even have the perfect noise for that. Fuck me. Yep. I got that. Oh my god. I added that to my soundboard today, so that might show up every now and then. Jesus, I'm sorry, he gave me a heart attack. We've already talked to him. We've already examined the room. Can I? Hey, I want to show you my badge. No. Edgeworth, did you know that I'm an attorney? I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I must be the antagonist. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Aww, puppy! Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, well, he'll take it for sure, won't he? Wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. Get in line. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Hey, what's this? So basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You could take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Smile. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. I'm glad I did that then. No prints. Fingerprints! I don't think so. Charlie Sheen was originally picked to play the titular Karate Kid when he wanted to. He was going in another movie that his dad advised to keep his promise to the other movie. So he did, and asked the Karate Kid crew if they could wait 2 weeks for him to be available. They couldn't, he had to decline the role. Yeah, that happens quite a lot. That's show business, baby. Let's examine the knife. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey! Maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Fuck Ferris Bueller's Day Off! An awful movie. I have an actual vendetta against it. Are you kidding? I've always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Woman! Get your head out the clouds! This chick has ADHD. I know, so do I. Now there's a scary thought. Checking the butt. Oh. Okay. It's just the blood. Got it. Oh, don't even go there with me. I have a bad thing with Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Hey. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Well, yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Annual? No wonder they keep losing shit. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. Oh. We call it evidence transferal. That's actually a true thing. Wiping your hands of old cases of other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and award for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. Shut the fuck up. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh, hey! Hey! Very handy. Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. This is a parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. What the fuck? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? This guy's Toad. I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, requested a chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. That's Frog. That Frog ain't saying shit. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Oh no, his stack! Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! Why, does this guy show up a lot? I hope not. I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes. Oh no, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Frog knows it. Shut the fuck up Friday. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Right? Yes, sir! He caught me off guard. He's well trained. He's well trained. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. Keener. Victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. I'm out of here, fuck. Let's check it. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. What kind of fucking parkade prints your name on the receipt? That's fucking convenient if you ask me. It's dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. It just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Don't butterfly affect me, weirdo. I want to rotate it. Yeah. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it go. Whee! Okay, I'm good. Alright. Underground parking lot. Ah, lady! Squid lady, you're weird. I don't like you. Police department. Oh yeah, I forgot we call the rice tits. Oh my god, he actually got the mascot out. That's wild. Finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? To keep them separate. They go feral. Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi and traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he doesn't seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Oh, someone appeared to be dancing with the Blue Badger? Oh, he noticed me, senpai. He sure is running over here fast. Oh, hey, pal! What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. How do you read his mind all the time? I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor's confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. What if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her. Well, what if the evidence was fake? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh, me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically! Oh, yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. No shit! So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what'd you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. What? Isn't there anything else you could be doing? Chief of Police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, I did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of the crime scene, it's unheard of, pal! Alright, time to present things. Hey, did you know I'm an attorney? Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You've shown this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? Yep. I'm gonna show him this first. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. You get the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe. Well, of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Did you know I'm an attorney? Yeah. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers must be because of the rumors. Can't have a homosexual win this award, can you? Hey, do you want to see a parking stub? Found Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive chief prosecutor's car to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? How could this happen to him? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Fucking everything's going on with Edgeworth. Who fucking knows anymore? Now, did that actually present both? Oh, interesting! Interesting! It actually presented both to this. I thought it did, but I wanted to double check. Interesting. Okay. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that! You have to turn it into the police! It's people like you that get me in so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim! That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Cool. So this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Scott called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. It would have been a perfect, yeah, hey, do you know I'm attorney would have been a perfect title for the VOD, only because, and I mean, obviously the only reason I didn't pick that is I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I'll tell you what, that'd be a really good one for the first episode of the next game. So, I'll write that, I'll try and remember that. Hedger's troubles. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, yeah. There was that whole boat thing. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. I hope my accent for Gumshoe is okay, by the way. Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, that he's gay, as the day is long. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people will be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Who prosecutes the prosecutors? Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Now that's fair, honestly. I haven't examined this place yet. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Who the fuck are you? This girl is a snitch. Don't tell her nothing. Why is that? It just feels like I've been jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Now you can tell someone is white. Whiter than white. White as milk. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. Cute. They're probably talking about the latest bust. They're probably talking about the latest Krispy Kreme. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. You know, because we don't bother unless someone's running the D&D campaign. A nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want to set at home? Who the... I mean, okay. I thought she meant, like, fingerprinting sets as in the ink roller. But if it's just, you know, like the powder and the brushes, that'd actually be kind of fun. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Who's the fat one, for example? Usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in those posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. You know what? I can relate to that, because I would never be able to tell anyone. You see a poster? Okay, that's nice. Guy could be literally standing next to it and be like, huh, that's funny. So I get it. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh my god, he made it. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work? It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. So it's a spoink. Got it. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. I'm so glad I looked at it. Blue Badger panel added to the court record. It has handprint on it. And that's all I know about. And fucking Forrest Gump over here. And that's all I know about that. I can't believe I picked the voice for it. Yeah! Oh, that's brilliant. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Oh, thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. Oh, that'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. A letter of introduction. I would like to formally introduce my defense attorney to society at the latest ball. From the La Brea Tar Pits, yeah. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Oh, he's so nice. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. I ship it! Phoenix Wright, ultimate shipper! Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Worst panda! The worst panda! That panda is fake! He's an imposter! A panda? Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? APAB! All pandas are bastards! It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car, and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Wow! Way to get her. Get her ass. To be fair, I used to call my favorite thing, that my dad, one of my dad's favorite things that I did when I was a little kid, and it kind of stayed with me my entire life, is seeing, you know, a gravestone, right? You can have the ones that are just plaques, and then you can have the ones that are standing, you know, that stand over the grave and have your inscriptions or whatever. And I didn't know what the difference was, so I called them pop-up gravestones. Like in a pop-up book. Because I thought that they would just press a lever at night and put them underground and then pop them back up in the morning. Same logic. Same logic. Panda car. I went to the zoo. Obviously, it's a panda. Well, they have these flat ones and these standing ones, so obviously they put them away at night, right? So when my dad actually passed away, I said to my mom, I said, are we gonna get him a pop-up gravestone? And that at least made everyone happy. And yes, we got him a pop-up gravestone. Step on what, a panda? I don't want to do that, they explode. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Alright, I think we're good. Oh wait, no. I was wondering about that. Why? Oh, okay, so it just brings it back up. I wish I could skip these! Thank you. Okay, it's because I got something from it, it reset. That's why. Can I do anything? Can I present you? Oh, let's see what you say. As a detective, I had to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. Okay, try not to die again. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus 20 bucks. I think a couple of zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. 20 bucks?! Wow, fuck that! Holy shit, that's actually what it says. That's wild. Oh my god, I cannot rotate the musical thing! Note to self, can't rotate the musical thing. Alright. We're good. Underground parking lot. Prosecutor's office, underground parking. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Woo. Oh, still here? Hello! I can't remember what voice I gave her. Was it Southern too? No. Well, surprised looks. Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? Damn, slut. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost his herd. I hate this, man. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Well, let's, talk first. The fucking music! No! No, not the Western! There's something I want to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. Yeehaw! He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hey! Hey! Listen! Would you mind reading this for me? I'm trying to do a Western accent, but it keeps coming out Southern. Yeehaw! What's this? I warned you. Van Lettuce Amigo right in a spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cow dog? He's holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I don't even... All right. That's all I know about Matthew McConaughey. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe better than a blood test. Yeehaw! Guess I better let you in then. I'm in a Lincoln. Fuck! Oh my god, okay. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are gone. Welcome to our gold shack. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have hootenanny. Yeehaw! I love hootenannies. Anyway, note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of invitation crumpled and discarded. Rude! Anyway. I see your badge looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light, illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. I mean, Fairy is strong against dark, so... Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. We found it in a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole. If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene and a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. Just lie back and think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with pros. I hate this man. My toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, maybe? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office of criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it! They got cheaper with every passing year, I tell you. I'm trying to do old Prospector. And I'm tired. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Fuck off. Remind me never. Alright, yeah, hashtag never visit Texas. Never visit Texas. That's perfect. 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came into the trot, real slow like. Trot? Ma Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later, so it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is... the killer intended to use Edgeworth all along. All along. Okay. He doesn't want to see the thing. Alright, talk to me, idiot. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? No. Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me to tell. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record. Death due to loss of blood, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. What kind of backwards ass time of death is that? Fuck off! Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common. No common people. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Yes, there is! They worked on the case a few years back! Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? Thanks for pinning that. So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Oh no, let's not go into fucking high noon! I can't go into high noon again! No, not after that! mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective? You call me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. They shoot you for anything in fucking Texas. It's Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a real patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye on the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. He is nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find its tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth. That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Okay. Now I can probably examine. This looks like a cell phone. No, that is not a cell phone. That is a Walkman. Look at, like, if you look at it on the ground, I could have fucking sworn it's a Walkman. It looks like a Walkman. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. Anyone who has access to the garage, maybe? You need to buy a Walkman? Hi, Vagabond. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yes. Right, let's check it out. Hey, my game's possessed. It did that all on its own. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Miss Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Stop talking to me like I'm a fucking dumbass. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Oh my fuck, these Gen Zs are such a pain in the ass. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, the defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Bitch. Why are you purchasing a Walkman? Please explain to the class. Hey, jaunty. Hey, that song, I know that. Is it Steel Samurai? Fuck off. What's going on over there? Ah, oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtunes. Okay, I like that. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. They shoot you for everything in Texas, dude. Oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone added to the court record. Lord have mercy. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car, excuse. I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Asshole block? That checks. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Hamburger. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. Really? He was Spaghetti Man, was he? What? What? Shut up, that's funny. Throw your hands up in the air! So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. B block is through there. That's where our visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on the juicy-looking steak. Oh my god, it's cannibalism! Somebody touch my spaghetti man! Doesn't I strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Okay, am I missing anything? No, got the barrel. Got the car. Alright. I think we're good over here. To the slide! Pretty sure I got, like, everything here. Okay. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night? Why did Lana make that call? Name of deceased, Bruce Goodman, 36, male, date and time of death, February 21st, between 4 and 5:30. Cause of death, loss of blood from chest wound. Assessment wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Okay, but this is between 4 and 5:30. He could have been dead. He could have been dead. We don't know. That's terrible. You can't do that. Anyway. That is a good time to take a break because ads are gonna run and I don't like playing when ads are running. So, we'll take a stretch, guys. Be back in 5 minutes. If you're watching the VOD, it'll be instantaneous. I'll see you then. And we're back, guys. Thank you so much. God, I hate this guy. But I think, we can go now. We've got this phone. Can I go to the detention center with it? No. Underground parking lot. Police department entrance. Present. What about the phone? Okay. Okay. I didn't ask the guy about the autopsy, so let's present that. Oh, for fuck, really? Annoying! It's a little annoying that you can't, like, just... You can't really move this other than in 3D space. No, what's wrong? You look like you do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. He's upset. because it phoned him. So let's go, if that's the case, let's move back to the office. Fuck. I would love to move it in 4D space. I don't think it's possible. Here, see this? Oh, I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things. What is this, behavior study of lawyers? Fuck. Oh my god, really? Okay, Maybe I need to go see Edgeworth. Nope. It's worth about 70 bucks. What am I missing? Oh! I didn't realize I had another thing. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's gold-mine evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina. How can you say that? You and my sister? You were... Is there something between this cop and her sister I don't know about? Yes, everyone's banging each other. God, it's like an Ouroboros of fucking. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind here, well, something's up to something here. But who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. No, it's not. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. Same. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambino. Chief Prospector Landesky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? Okay. Is there anything new that's come up because of that? No. Nope. 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 I keep thinking like double clicking it is gonna let me present it like it used to. But it don't. I did that, yeah. I'm stuck. Hi, Kaido. Welcome in, welcome in. Because I've presented... Watching AA while playing AA, that sounds great. Oh, cool, okay. I've heard of Apollo, but I haven't had the pleasure of actually doing it. Guys, I am actually stuck. I'm not, yeah, I know, I'm gonna have to take a break myself, honestly, between all of them, because I didn't expect them to be this long. They're cool, but they're long. I am not sure what I need to do here. Yeah. I am accepting a hint. If anyone has a hint as to what I'm supposed to do here, then I'd really appreciate it, because I can't see why I can't do anything. See, I thought that I went to my office? Let me examine it just in case, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. I can't, there's nothing to ask her, it's all checked off. I tried presenting stuff. She don't care. Yeah, I've got, up to the cell phone. I just need to know what to do next, because I'm genuinely, like, I don't understand. I've checked this. I've checked this, and the only thing I could do is ring it. Which he doesn't want to do anymore. Yeah, I can see it, but maybe I need to go to the office? Let me go back to the police department entrance. Yes, so I can't do that. And he won't talk about it. Yeah, I thought I had examined the car. Like, let me go back. Like, I looked at it. Yeah, see? Oh my god! Thank you. Thank you. I had no idea. That was fucking bullshit. That was bullshit! Hi, hamsters! What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. Thank you. Check that junk in the trunk! Oh my lord. My husband, everybody. Look, something's written on it. 675, 12-2. You're right. Let's see. 67S, 12-2. Fucking Harry sucks. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Miss Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Wow. Sir Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. So how are we doing now, Mr. Wright? I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing I've seen bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yeah. I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated in the court record. Property Atlanta Sky. Last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went down here. Hey, first part completed. Day 1. That was pretty good. That last part sucked. It did. It actually sucked. Like, I would hope that what would be really nice is if there was, an indicator per area of have you cleared it, right? Like, I know they had the text there technically at the end, but think of it like, what's the best example I can come up with? Like if you did a shrine in Breath of the Wild and you didn't get the treasure chest, right? It tells you that. Yeah, like not let you leave the screen or something like that, right? Or just have like a, hey, you're missing something, pal, right? Like, a blank in the evidence thing or something like that, you know? You get one of those in 5 games! Great! Thank you for that, Kaito. I really appreciate it. But yeah, you know what I mean, right? Like, that sucked. I felt stupid, but we got it now. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. We're back, baby! How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. Revolver Ocelot. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Came across 2 TikToks about Lord of the Rings and Muppets with the caveat that Aragorn and Frodo are humans as for the rest. I like that. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Tits! I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth. All by myself. All by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole time. I know it said way. I want time. District Courtroom number 9. Rabble, 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 rabble. Hi, Judge. How's it going? Hey, Sasquatch. Do you think you could do him for a costume? You want to go as the judge for Halloween? Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Now kiss. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. He looks hot when he's distressed. No, you don't have to shave your head. You can wear a bald cap. hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. He knows he's thinking about his ass. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. Oh yeah, baby. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. Good tops do that. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Professional in what way? Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen? The gag queen, more like. Have I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Whoa, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. The part was annoying, trying to get all the lunch. There's an achievement! Oh my god. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? Oh, so this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts! I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name! Profession! Now! Yes, Daddy! Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Yeah, you are. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Ah! I know who you are! Cough up? Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well! So interesting that until 2 years ago, she was a detective, and until 2 years ago, Marshall was a detective. So what happened 2 years ago? There was a case, remember? Who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecution office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and the arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans added to the court record. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? With your heel? Yes, Mommy. If you can, then give me your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching! As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman! So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright! Ah! Amazing! Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Terrible. I love this game. I love this game, guys! Like, thank you for making me play it. It's so good. Hold it! How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Snarky bitch! Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I'd found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Motive! Laid off. She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr. On my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Hold it! This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend. Security guard. That boyfriend! You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Whore. Lover. Kid join? Oh my god! Damn, girl! Another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge has to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Oh yeah, I saw that, hamsters. I haven't seen it. I saw that he posted it. I haven't seen it yet. I'm really looking forward to it. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I park in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. You sensed something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like how you would say... Oh, yes. What? It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. That it's a pain in the ass and you have to scrape it all out and your hands are gonna get sticky? I have no idea what that means. Thanks, Judge. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese. A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Now I must be hard, yellow, and sharp as a tack. I'm sorry, is that a cake reference? I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. Is that a cake reference? Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese match. In any case there. Circle Now Squared, it's a song. A short skirt, long jacket by Cake. Like, the lyric literally goes, she's fast, thorough, and sharp as attack. She's touring the facility and picking up slack. It just sounded like cake. In any case, there in the law, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed, it was. I don't actually know the distance. I have to look that up. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even though we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Oh shit. A photograph. You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. What? I suppose it's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Crime photo added to the court record. Uh-oh, this is unmistakably Lana Skye. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. No, she wasn't. Hold it! But I will talk about everything. Tell me more about this knife the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Dick joke. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as her ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. Perhaps the chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Hold it! Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? Huh, the defense has a point. So did the knife. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that! No, it's, I would say it's, if I look at it, the chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, but this picture clearly shows she wasn't. Objection! Objection! And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Skye stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. I swear on my finest salmon swirl lunch. Ooh, salmon. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph! Every time I do it makes me laugh. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why isn't she holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken a moment before the stabbing. This was taken a moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yeah, it is hard to tell this, but that could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem here! No problem except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Yes, because he likes it. You got a better idea. Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Blank, blank. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. Okay, I can definitely see the writing has changed from the previous game to now. Much wittier. Like, a lot wittier. I like it. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Objection! Premeditated? How do you know? Yeah, I know it was written later. We found out that it was added to the DS release, which I get, and you can tell. Like, the writing is much sharper. Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves, made of thin rubber most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Warg! He got warged! These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. Hold it! What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves. Objection! The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. Well, I didn't fucking see them! They were rubber gloves of a kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. You just said it was for autopsies. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Arg! Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this is all planned. She can prove this claim. The trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Okay. Same shit, different day. Good time to save since we went through all that. What other evidence do I have? Wonder if someone ghost stories that based solely on know where the camera is aimed at the look on their face to make up the whole trial. So Edgeworth's car, B. The security room is on the second floor, though. No prints. Okay. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was finally. So I wonder if it's something to do with the rubber gloves. Could it be this? No. Damn, I'll take that penalty. I thought it might be to do with time. Now, I mean, in all her... One thing I know is that in all her portraits, she has a cut on her hand. Right? But I can't bring that up anywhere. There's, like... There's nothing that says, you know, about the cut. I don't think it's this. It wasn't that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's go back. It might be something else. It's not this. It could be the lunchbox bit because of the plan. See, one thing that bothers me about that photo is you can't see the wire fence. Like, through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Well, she's not... Technically, she's next to it? Oh, no, you can! Okay, so not that. Random piece of gum I found on the ground! Yeah, pretty much. It couldn't be the same damn photo, could it? I didn't think so. I was like, sometimes they've done dumb shit like that, so... okay, I'm gonna, load. I wanna get those 3 back. Okay. What about... Nope! Okay. Let me, I want to press this again. I want to see. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They're rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. Is the autopsy thing the hint? Okay, I think I tried this already, but I'm gonna try it again. Oh, shit! Hang on. Options, load. I'm not going through all that again! Okay, I think actually I'm gonna present the autopsy report, because it's an autopsy. Objection! Are you fucking kidding me? Damn it! It's not that. What is it? Huh. That's not it either. Yeah, pretty much. They are fighting against pizza. I'm genuinely fucking stumped now. Trying to prove it wasn't... Is it the note? Six to seven S. 12/2. So February 12th. 6 to 7 S. Right? Yeah. That's a lot of combinations, though. I think I tried that before. It's not it. What am I missing? Fuck! Something that proves it wasn't premeditated. No, I don't want to Google it. Something that proves it wasn't premeditated. Which usually is like time or, See, that's not gonna help me. Is it the phone? Do I need to press her again? How'd you know? I respect twisted methods. Can use the erasing of convenient evidence. Killing off detective too much. The prosecutors are nothing more than one. Sign pro. Continue. Boyfriend, the detective, no, the security guard. Yeah. shit. I clicked it again. I have that habit. I don't know, man. I'm really stuck. I'm not usually stuck like this. Oh, fuck. What have I got? What have I got? Like, things that show time. One knife wound, die within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. That's stupid. Oh, that's where it was. It's A block. The knife says the murder weapon, usually in Edworth's toolbox, traces a victim's blood, no prints. But, hi, Ambient Ghoul. I think I tried this already. I thought I tried that already! Hi, Ambient Ghoul, I love you, thank you. I could have sworn I tried that already! Maybe I tried it on- I think I tried it on another one then. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. Yeah, so you're dumb. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. It's with this case. The bloody murder weapon? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, your prosecutor's bad people! The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that bsky planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Oh, okay, now I see the reasoning. It's stupid, but I see the reasoning. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Ah! Fuck, that's a good one. That's a good one. Order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. No. You didn't say the magic word. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shit's a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Pah. The prosecutor could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, bsky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Well, I guess if you're going for second-degree murder or manslaughter, yeah, totally. But if you were going for first-degree murder, you do actually need to prove that there was motive and planning. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. Suppose you think you're clever now. Oh yeah, Tom Carney music is so good. But you know as well as I do, she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing? I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. Well, mens rea is one thing. You can have mens rea in the flash of passion. Because, I mean, that's what second-degree murder is. It's murder in passion, not premeditated. But it still has a mens rea. You want to kill the person. right? Whereas premeditated murder is you planned it out. You planned how to murder this person. You didn't just like grab a club and hit them with it, right? You went to murder them and you had a plan how to do it. Whereas your second degree murder would then be, you didn't plan on murdering them that day, but as soon as you got started, you were like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna kill this person. And then manslaughter would be like, I killed this person, but I actually didn't really mean to kill this person, I only meant to harm them. And then you ended up killing them by accident in the method of harming them. I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. Witness, please tell us what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Trolley problem! And we'll hear her testimony after this short break. See you guys in a second. All right, we're back. Let's go. Angel's deduction. Bluesky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. I found it! The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I order the pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? Yes. Take his money. And then you become the delivery boy! It's like Highlander! In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I'm not even gonna go... I will go through the motions, but I already know which one I'm gonna pick. Bluesky intended to murder Detective Goodman. Hold it! I like going through the dialogue. You said that, but haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie. I believe what she just said was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again. Rookie? Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of the oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, all right, and it's you. Damn, that's witty. Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're not very quick on their feet. I like his subtle insults. Oh my god. Now, why do you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim? Her actions speak for themselves. That's what she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. Hold it! You have no proof that Miss Sky called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. You can't do that! Mr. Edgeworth, thoughts? There is no record of a call made on the defendant, Miss Lana Sky's phone. She might have written him a letter. Come on, you could have tried public phone first, at least. In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered. I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness? Why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day? I'm sure the chief prosecutor held a grudge against the victim. Hold it! What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie? I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. And also, thanks for Schrodinger's fucking lunch, lady. The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us what your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again and again and again. Hold it! A human machine? That's a contradiction. Objection! Please. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth, sighs that smell like citrus fruit. You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chop it to 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me? I should say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that? This is a murder case, people! Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know. Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Short wick burns out fastest. It's scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax in, even a really short wick would burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. It's the last one. I know this because in the autopsy report, if we go to it, 1 knife wound! Objection! Eat shit! You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you with my moss surprise! I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Ms. Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from 1 stab wound. Ah, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. People, stop fighting! This is the war room! No fighting in the war room! What objection? No one noticed? Well, witness. You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Spattered blood from our victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify! Preach it! Damn, this woman's full of holes. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how gassy the whole scene was. Hold it! Her red muffler? Yeah, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged in a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for spattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard. For what? For a bib. Yeah, that checks. You are a big baby. Judge with a bib, that's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes! Ayo! Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only 1 knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. Okay. That's a hint. So she's full of shit. She wasn't wearing it! Objection! Bitch, I got your ass! Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. Objection! The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? Oh my god, I love what's happening right here. Are we tag teaming her? Are we both getting under her skin? Oh, Edgeworth, you're so handsome. The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. Edgeworth, you'd make a great defense attorney. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Oh, damn, 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 damn. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What's my objection, chopped liver? But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well, now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Edgeworth has a burn ban in my area. You can't give out burns like that. Someone's going to need some Copatone lotion. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Do you now? Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Alright. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You will be assimilated. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. Oh, thanks. I don't want to turn into a witch. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. That make him a grass type? The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Apprehending the suspect. Hold it. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. Also, how'd your car get there? There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, arrested her on the spot. Hold it! You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details. Yeah, press her. I didn't see a gate. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The lunchtime car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yeah. Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you? I went over it, of course. Amazing! The cough-up queen lunch lady athlete? Indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb out the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did this guy not get away? Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Hold it! She mentioned the muffler? What did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. What, determined? Ready to die? No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall. That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add that to your testimony. The things I do to please the rookie defense attorney. Okay, Lana's cell phone updated. I saw how she tried to phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha! I was gonna ask the same thing. Only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna save, because I have a feeling I know what it is. And I'm gonna go to present the layout. Objection! Yeah, knew it, bitch! It's a fucking thick wall! Miss Starr, I have to conclude you have a personal grudge against Miss Sky.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Hey-oh, it's a motive! Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Ah! Get bitch! Get it, bitch! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies! Oh, snap. Grr.
Objection!
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
Objection!
A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Objection!
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. Was here.
Take that!
This is the only place where she could have been. Security guard room? Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. Only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think the tables could be turned. Oh, how to turn tables! Today a man has gotten the better of Angel Starr! It wasn't that hard, honey, you're thick as shit. Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective, you should know better! I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Like making up evidence? Really? The guilty? Is she talking about Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
Objection!
It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what a reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh, me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Angle of view to the crime. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change? The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of moved her 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? Smile? Oh, fuck. Perhaps you'd like to reconsider this, right? Yeah, okay, fine. Distance. That's really funny. I like that, like... It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Nani? Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness? You. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. I like this story. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes?! This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. Spork. You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely! Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something! Do I have any evidence to stop this? Yeah, raise an objection every time.
Objection!
5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente! I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea, I didn't kill anyone! But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act that way. It's inconceivable. I don't think you know what that means. Yeah! Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's what you tried to voice off on me! I prefer to not take the defense's team's leftovers. Anything else to say? Oh, he doesn't like sloppy seconds, is that right, Edgeworth? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further question to ask you, Miss Star. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Whoa! A triple-decker! Oh, yeah! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the lunchline motto says, you won't be disappointed. Holy fuck. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? This is wild. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found in the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. How the fuck do you know? The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Shoe, weirdo. There's blood found on that shoe. Try Lunchline for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. It's just crazy. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. Could at least study some evidence law, really. Let's all sing a song about discovery. We're gonna sing a song about how you can't bring new evidence into a trial. Boom! Mistrial! The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law, but doesn't satisfy the second evidence rule law, which is don't talk about evidence. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim shoe. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Can I just punch her in the face? God damn. She's fucking annoying.
Hold it!
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results. How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranging testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence, which is what you're literally doing! You're literally doing this right now! You are arranging your testimony, you falsified evidence, you're erasing evidence, you're bringing in new evidence, you stupid cow! When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. It's when the suspect is admitting she did it? False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with.
Hold it!
And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. Oh, damn. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe is my secret weapon if that should happen. Oh, fuck off. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. It carries a grudge. I'm happy for you in your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you remove valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. That's evidence tampering! Throw her in fucking jail! I'm so tired. 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's.
Hold it!
So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. Let's talk about the chain of evidence and how the chain was broken here! There was no chain of evidence. You can't prove he was wearing the shoe because nobody looked at it when it was on the victim or at the scene of the crime, so there's no chain of evidence there. I know that, but I'm never gonna stop bitching about it. At least we entered our shit in evidence. Like, there's discovery, goddammit. Discovery, discovery, discovery. There's no Discovery Channel here. You and me, baby, we're nothing but mammals. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant. How do you know? You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie. Huh? Well, speak up. Well, yeah. Blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. Then also A negative, A positive, B negative, B positive. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. It's called DNA evidence, and you can't get DNA evidence for a fucking evening! Oh, sorry here. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA tests. She didn't fucking do it! She didn't do a DNA test! She didn't do a DNA test. I'm A positive, so that's the only A plus I've ever gotten. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. But there's still a possibility. That's not positive evidence. That's just a theory. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. No, it fucking doesn't! I was afraid he was gonna say that. Yeah, it really is. DNA evidence is where it's at. You can get DNA from a lot of shit. Blood types don't get used anymore because they lead to false convictions.
Hold it!
I can't let this episode boil a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? I have a big fucking problem with this shoe! Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yes. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. There's blood on the bottom.
Take that!
I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Huh. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. And could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe. It was... If he died due to loss of blood...
Take that!
I'm guessing your shoe has blood on it too. You just shot yourself in the foot. Would you like a grinder or grind from the heel of my boot, Mr. Wright? That wasn't it. Man, tough crowd. Mr. Wright, let's be scientific. Examine the evidence. As I thought, a waste of time. Well, that was a nice break. Let's return to the testimony. That's not it. Damn. Well, no, it's not. These are the victim's shoes, not her shoes. I want to see. Okay. I'm just checking a thing here. Yeah, because those are her shoes. This is the victim's shoe. This blood, it's my sister's, right? It appears so. Mama's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. I didn't look at it first. Oh, there's blood here too. On the sole of this shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. I think, actually, it's more to do with maybe the fact that it's on the sole. So if it's his blood on the sole, he obviously stood up. But he's not... There's no blood on the floor, right? So I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go back. We'll press it again. I have a problem with the shoe. Now, wasn't it that? There's blood on the bottom.
Take that!
I'm gonna save here, just in case. I'm gonna save in this one. Okay. What could be contradictory? Okay. There is no blood at the crime scene. I'm gonna try this one.
Take that!
The problem lies in the footprint. Okay, I got it right this time. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
Objection!
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Hell yeah. Order! Well, witness? What, huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Hold it. Get him, Edgeworth! I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum was empty. Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Ah, you don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. What the fuck? Andrew, whose side are you on? That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she's tried to conceal it. But enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star's on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Ms. Lana Sky. Hold it! Little girl. What did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well. I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence! Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
Objection!
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this! A photograph? Look at this graph! I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet! Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. What a nihilist. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Are tits about to happen? I'm sorry, Mia. Tits! Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. If the tits fit! This is the last piece of evidence. Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Yeah! Never give up, trust your instincts. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Shoot tits! You want me to show my tits? My. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we get each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right? Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah! I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this graph. I just want to make sure I'm getting this right.
Take that!
Muffler. The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf or any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. Pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Objection!
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. Muffler. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah! Yeah! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh! Ah! Top of the muffler to ya. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Sus? Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Oh, that was close. But we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all. He's still hungry! To be continued. And that is an excellent place for us to end for tonight. Thank you guys for putting up with me in all this. This is still a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see where this is going, because holy cow, that woman's crazy. We will see you next time for more Ace Attorney Trilogy and the saga of Lunch Lady and the Prosecutor. See you guys then. Bye!